Alright guys, today's video is all about a backyard transformation. I'm really excited for this video. It's something that we've been working on for a while. This is what our current backyard looks like. Obviously not much to look at. And I'm excited that we're finally doing the first half of our backyard. We're concentrating on the left-hand side, redoing all of it, adding a bunch of stuff to it. And I want to take you guys on this journey with us so you can see what it looks like now and what it looks like at the end of this project from a gaming and techie perspective. So there'll be some gaming related stuff in here. There's definitely some tech stuff involved in here that I'm doing on this backyard. So let's go ahead and dive into this together and let's see what this ends up looking like.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, here we are with the before video of what the backyard looks like before the rest of this video. So as I talked about at the beginning of the video here, we're going to be doing a makeover on half of the backyard that we're working on this year. And I wanted to give you guys a representation of what it looks like beforehand. So right here, right now, as you guys can see, there's not much going on. That's a bunch of trash that needs to go to the garbage. You got some grass area over there. This is our old barbecue. This is our current patio before it gets power washed and stuff. So it just looks like that. Our old table set looks just like that. This all needs to be, this is all going to be cleaned up. Patio is going to be extended and everything. There's going to be a hot tub over there sitting in the corner that the patio is going to be extended onto. We're going to have an outdoor kitchen there in the corner. Right now it's just blank space. We're going to have, lights up here that go on top. We're going to have an outdoor TV that goes right there in the corner. So a lot going on. And then going around in that corner here, that whole fire pit's going to be redone. You can see here, there's going to be like a walkway that goes to the fire pit. And that, like I said, the whole fire pit's going to be redone, and we're going to be planting some plants around there in the corner and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we got a lot going on here in this backyard for this year. A lot of work to be done. I'm really excited about the outdoor kitchen, the TV, of course the hot tub there in the corner is going to be awesome to see how that turns out. And just cleaning this place up. All that walkway there is going to be removed, going to be completely redone. So that's not going to look anything like what it looks like right now. So definitely excited to see how it turns out. And yeah, so that's what it looks like currently. I will be bringing you back little by little to show you the kind of the steps, every couple days that there's stuff that was done. I'll show you guys, hey, the patio's done, here's the outdoor kitchen's coming out. So I'll be bringing you guys on a trip while work gets done here. Today is day one. They'll be coming here shortly to start the work here. All right guys, we're back here with another update on the video. So we are 1 week after the video that I showed you before. So that was the start of the project that I showed you about. Things a week later have progressed. A lot of work that has been done is probably not something that can be seen because a lot of it is just getting things prepared. But there are some things to see. So let's go ahead and talk about what we see a week later. So we do have the concrete area now done, as you guys can see here. This is an extension of the current patio that we already have. And this, of course, like I believe I told you guys at the beginning of the video, this is going to be where the hot tub is going to go. It's going to be a 6-person hot tub. We have the hot tub scheduled to come next Wednesday, so a couple of days before Memorial Day. It was supposed to be here this week. Should have been here in this video, but unfortunately they delayed it on us. Probably because a lot of, right before Memorial Day, people all want their hot tubs and they were backed up. So basically we have that done there. So that's ready for the hot tub and ready to go. Then we have these two posts over here. They still need to be trimmed down. They're not going to be as tall as what you guys are seeing in the video. But these two posts, the reason that they're sitting here is because there is going to be a sail. If you guys are familiar with the sail, goes to the top and then it's going to hook onto the house, basically to give coverage. So when the kitchen's out here, that's going to go over here, the outdoor kitchen with the barbecue and the fridge and stuff like that. It doesn't get rained on all the time. So during the the only time the sail will actually come off is during the winter months here, because the sail's not going to last through the snow and stuff. So during the winter it'll be removed, but the rest of the time it will be on. So for 3 seasons out of the year you'll see the sail on, and it will cover the outdoor kitchen from getting rained on every single time. And then obviously let us come outside as well and enjoy the kitchen, while being covered, eating on the dining room or the outside table or using the barbecue without always, worrying about the fact that it's raining. So it gives us that accessibility. So that's what those two posts are for. they're going to be put on there and then go to the extension of the house. So that should be, actually that's happening tomorrow, so that should be done. The sale might be up tomorrow, so that's good. 2 posts are in the ground. These are not going to be the color of everything you're looking at. These actually are pressure treated, so unfortunately we can't paint this for 45 days. So 45 days after these posts have been in the ground, they've only been in the ground for like 2 days now, is when we can actually paint these. So they're going to be painted like a wood color. So there's a lot. It's actually going to be probably painted, it's going to be semi-transparent paint to the same color that we're going to paint the whole entire fence along the whole entire property here, which is going to be the like a brown, you know, fence color. I don't know the exact color yet, but the whole fence is going to be painted soon. And then the semi-transparent of that same family will paint these poles here when that happens. So that's been done with the hot tub. Those posts have been done. And then the big thing that got done in the last couple of days here is the pergola. Don't mind the fire of us burning some extra wood that we had and stuff that you could see in the smoke back there. But yeah, the pergola is officially up over the fire pit area. So you can see it looks good. Again, this is going to, I love the look of it. I love the natural wood. I love like how, you know, those are pointing this way and stuff like that. And then if you come over on this side, you can see all the points are going this way. Looks really, really good. They did a great job with how that works there and stuff. There goes the fire kicking off. But we use these black things here for the screws, because instead of, you could just use regular screws in silver or black, but these fancy plates that go on all 4 corners really makes it stand out, especially the black ones there on the top. Of course, they don't pop as much right now. I mean, they do pop, but they'll pop way more when these are actually all painted. Again, same thing, you got to wait 45 days. I found that out when I did this, that you have to wait 45 days to paint this stuff. So we're not going to be able to paint these or the other ones over there up until they're officially 45 days later. So the countdown starts from today, 45 days, since this just got finally completely built today. And this is also going to be painted that same semi-transparent, so the wood grain basically pops off of that and kind of matches the fence look too. So I'm excited to see what that looks like completely painted, but that's a while from now. You guys will see this video before all this is painted. But yeah, looks really, really good there. Love the way that this came out. Again, obviously this area is not done, just this is done. We're going to put obviously some nice fancy smart LEDs that go across this in all 4 directions that basically light up, and we can control them through Google Home to light up. The same thing, actually, I almost forgot, we're going to do the lights over there as well on those poles, so it's not just the pergola that, or sorry, it's not going to just be the sail that goes up there, but there's going to be lights going across as well that we can use, and they're basically controlled through your phone, and they like do these fancy colors and stuff, and you can just change it not just from regular white, but you know, blue, red, all the LED colors, of course. So, and then of course we still got to finish this has still got to be leveled out and stuff. We're putting pebbles over here, so this whole thing is going to be pebbles. It's going to be great. We got some great outdoor furniture that we got that we're excited to put there, so a lot of work to be done there still. But yeah, that is the major progress that we have here. We did get my speakers up in the corner there, nice and tidy with the wires that are now hiding underneath the ground, which is fantastic. So really, really happy about that. And we actually have an outdoor plug sitting there in the corner, which is really good. So we can use that to connect the lights, of course, that we're talking about here. So that took a while, of course, and we got that situated there. So really happy that that's done. So yeah, a lot of progress done in a week. Here, and a lot of more progress. Things are going to be picking up speed here now that we got a lot of some of the times we were waiting for materials and stuff, but we still got the walkway, and here's a preview of what that's going to look like over here. At least these are the stones that we picked for the center, so you can see the stones there have like the gray slash the brick color as well, where it has like this like tan color in it. So these bricks are going to kind of do the walkway just like that, and it's going to be that big, and it's going to start there into the area here. And there's going to be, again, the same pebble rocks that we're using in there. There's going to be pebble rocks in between all these rocks. So it's not going to be grass. It's going to be cut out pebble rocks all in between. And we're going to get started on that in the end of the week. And then that's going to go somewhere and land somewhere right here to the walkway. And then same thing with over here. We still got to do the walkway. That's going to come from somewhere over here and kind of do the walkway to the front of the fence there in an L shape. So I'm excited for all of that. Actually, the other thing we could talk about too is we got some cameras set up. We got the Google Home, the Google floodlight in the back. So we got that installed as well. So I'm excited about that. They work extremely well on the outside. And then we also got a camera hiding over here as well. So we can see people who are in the hot tub that need to be seen. And we can keep an eye on the backyard now that things are going to be happening here with the hot tub and the outdoor kitchen and stuff. And there's going to be a lot more going on. So we got an outdoor TV with a sound bar over here and above the kitchen. So a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening over the next, well, this project's probably going to take another week and a half to 2 weeks. We'll see how it plays out. Obviously, it depends on the weather, but I will give you guys an update at the end of this week and let you guys, and once there's actually something to show off, hopefully something progresses far enough where I can show you. I'm assuming the next part I'm going to show you is probably the pebble rocks and everything being done with the pergola. And then the hot tub will probably be the last thing, one of the last things that's done. And the kitchen's officially the last thing because this is going to be the last part that's completely done. So kitchen is last. Everything else will be done beforehand. So I will keep you guys updated. This is update 1 week after. So I'll catch you guys soon. And now we'll blink to 2 weeks later. All right, guys. My last clip that I did for you guys when I showed you guys the progress of the backyard. I told you guys that a week later I was going to show you what else was going on, but it turned out that only a week and a half more was needed to finish the whole entire project. So I'm actually doing the whole reveal now. So you guys saw what it looked like before. Not much going on in the backyard, and now I'm going to walk outside and give you guys an overall look of everything that has changed. So look at the backyard. A lot of changes here, a lot going on all over the place. Let me give you a full tour from left to right first. We're gonna do the daylight first, as you guys are seeing here, on what is going on out here, and then I'll show you guys a clip of this at nighttime because there's a lot of lights and a lot of cool effects that I want you guys to see that happen at night. So daytime first. Here is the kitchen, outdoor kitchen that we have going on here. Here is the outdoor kitchen table, and we'll go over a couple of things a little bit more in detail. I'm just giving you an overview first. There is the hot tub that we have going on. There is the walkway. We have our new fence completely painted and it looks so much better. The flowers, we still need to put those in the ground. Right now they're still in their pots, but they'll be in the ground soon. All of that going on over here. And then we have a walkway also leading from the patio area all the way out to the fire pit area that we made. And look at that fire pit, guys, with the pergola above. It looks fantastic. I love the way that looks. Looks really, really good. As we walk over here and get closer, we have our sign. It shouldn't be crooked, but the wind keeps moving it around. We got this chair here that me and my wife saw when we were at Lowe's, and that thing was just amazing to sit in. That thing is really comfortable. The thing is huge. It's an egg chair, of course. Really, really like that. We got a little table there and all that other stuff. So let's go ahead and walk back over to the kitchen, and let's go over some of the things that were done a little bit more in detail after that overview. So this backyard is transformed. You guys saw from the beginning there was nothing going on. We never had people come over because there was not much going on and not much to show people. But now we've already had we had a party already. We had a lot of people over. Everyone enjoyed themselves, and yeah, this is going to be a future hangout spot for sure. It's not just my basement anymore. Now there's a lot more going on. So kitchen area first, as you can see here, we have a TV. This is a Furrion TV with, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but Furrion speaker, which are both waterproof. They're meant to be used outside. This is the shaded area. So you can see we have a top cover here for shade. It's not waterproof because we had a waterproof one and had some issues, so we exchanged it for a non-waterproof one. And it works really well. We have the two poles there that are holding it together on either side, and you can see that there in the corner there. So we have that going on there, and this just protects sun from like the table. I was getting sun all the time, and obviously glare on the TV, so you can actually use it during the day as opposed to it getting full sun, because usually at around 4 or 5 the sun leans right where it is right now, which means that you won't be able to see the TV that well if this wasn't here. So this helps a little bit. During the day though, like at 1 or 2 or even 9 a.m. the sun's on the opposite side of the house, which is nice. So the TV can be seen really well regardless. But yeah, TV with the sub underneath, or the speaker underneath, which is fantastic. Really, really like that. We added a Google camera here on the back, which compared to our old one that was terrible. This one's smart now, so we have cameras back here that we can take a look at there in the corner, which is great. And then of course we have the outdoor kitchen here, and you can see that there's a lot going on with the outdoor kitchen. Love the way that this came out. They did a fantastic job. Start with the counter stuff. Of course I have my snow cone machine out here. This is a new snow cone machine that I got, the Snowy Max. It came with all these cups and all these things, and you just put ice in there. I used it once already, and it's definitely the best snow cone machine I've ever used. The fact that it actually makes things into a ball, you just kind of just put your cup in there just like this and hold on to it, and it's great. And that's why we have these outlets right here. These are outdoor outlets that we have 2 spare ones right here that we can use for things like this that are sitting on the counter. Then in the middle, of course, I'm a gamer, so we're obviously going to be playing games on here, and you could already see what's going on here in the middle. We got s'mores there in the middle. It's a little box with all the s'more stuff ready to go when we need it. And of course, we have a Switch and a Steam Deck. So Steam Deck is what's on the TV currently right now. Currently playing Disney Speedstorm. It's in a beta, and I just did a video on that a couple days ago, running on the Steam Deck. But this is now plugged into the TV with an Anchor dock, because there's no official dock yet for the Steam Deck. That's just sitting over here. And I actually use the exact same Nintendo Switch charger for that dock, and it runs and keeps everything charged while you're playing. And I have an Xbox wireless controller that goes with that, so when we're out here we can go ahead and chill with that. And then of course we have the Nintendo Switch docked, so we can play things like Mario Strikers that just came out outside. Fantastic, sounds good, and love playing games out here. So we have a gaming corner here, of course, because it wouldn't be a gaming backyard if it didn't have some consoles. So we got the Steam Deck for all my PC games. Can play 4 players, syncing 4 Xbox controllers to it, or of course on the Switch with up to 8 player Joy-Cons, or 4 players with the controllers there. So fantastic to have that there. We got a little barbecue sign. We got a little pizza oven here. This is the Ani pizza oven. Still need to learn how to make a pizza. I've tried this twice, and we have messed it up both times. And we're using their specific dough, but we can't seem to get the dough perfectly made where we can actually... We can't get the dough to actually come off and slide off the thing, even though we're using a lot of flour. But we're going to try it again and come up with a better solution, but we'll get it one day. And then, of course, the Napoleon built-in grill. This thing is fantastic. I will show you guys at night when I show you what all these things light up, which is really cool. And then, of course, the Grill Master little corner over here. Here's a look at the inside right now. It has lights on the inside as well at night, so I'll be showing you guys that later. This has been used many times already. Thing has been great so far. Underneath here, of course, we got the fridge. So this is a Blaze outdoor fridge. We got some Brisk, some Coke, obviously Corona in there, water, Brisk, you know, all the usual stuff are in there. We got the this is the snowy thing that we made, that strawberry for the snow cone machine that's ready and stuff like that. Ketchup and stuff are out here, of course. And then here on these drawers, these are for storage. So if you open this up, we got the pizza stuff in there and just the stuff that we need for storage. Same thing in here, a bunch of the grilling stuff and a bunch of the books, temperatures and stuff like that. So we got that in there. And then of course this drawer, we got the controllers for the TV. We got a Google Home connected to the TV, which I forgot to mention, which is how it's used. And then we also got some sticks here for when we do Firepit. We got some more sticks right there. And then this is a garbage can sitting right here. And this is just an area for the propane tank. So not much else going on in there, just the propane tank sitting to the left of that. It's not directly underneath because you can't put a propane tank, built-in grill right underneath. So it's all the way in that corner, but this is how you can get it and grab it out of that corner and come out with it. So again, kitchen looks fantastic. Really, really happy with how all of it turned out. Here in the corner, we have a Sonos speaker. So we have Sonos speakers in the backyard all over the place. We have one here. And let me just show you guys real quick where the other one is. We have the other one sitting over here that we've had for a while, sitting in the back. So these are 2 Sonos speakers. They route to my basement. I used to have the cord just laying around the backyard. It was terrible. That went from those speakers all the way through the floor and all the way through the other side of the window behind the hot tub. Obviously terrible because the cords are always in the way. Now we did things correctly and we actually put them through the house underneath, the floor space underneath and through there. So fantastic to actually have that sitting there. So those are Sonos speakers. We got that one in the corner, and then we got a little Sonos speaker by the fireplace, if you can see it over there. So all the music is synced and they're all playing together, and everything plays fantastic. No matter what corner of the backyard you're sitting in, you'll always hear the music. So moving right along, and here of course we have the outside table here, wooden table. My wife loves wooden tables, along with the outdoor rug that we have going on here to match it. I think it looks fantastic with the wooden table and the black chairs and the black utensils and plates and stuff like that we have out here, with a little bit of flair with the plant being there in the center there, to just give it a little bit of a pop of color. But it works really well so far. I mean, we haven't obviously had it that long, so we'll see how it holds up. But the wooden table is supposed to be waterproof and everything, so we will see how that holds up here in the future. But so far, loving the look of that table there in the corner. And then of course, coming around to this corner, we of course have the hot tub here. We do have another Google camera sitting over here that's wired up, ready to go, so we can see in case anyone tries to spill over here without us knowing. Then we have this little feet thing we got on Amazon recently that basically just to wash your feet, we fill with water, so people who come, you know, from our backyard, from the grass and stuff, they can kind of just wash their feet there before they actually go into the hot tub, which is nice to have. Then the stairs over here, and this is the patio, the extension of the patio that was built. This is a 6-person hot tub. Again, I will show you guys this when it's dark out, but there is lights in here as well. Really cool. This is a 6-person, so one person can lay down right here, which gives them jets all on their feet and everything. Over here we have a full seat here. We have another seat right here underneath me. We have a seat over here in the corner. This one's cool because it has a neck massager, so they all got their own different things. There's another seat there, and then another seat over there with a waterfall that pops up that lights up in the dark as well. So this hot tub is something that we've been wanting for a really long time. Ever since we moved in, I always wanted a hot tub because it can, you know, living in New Jersey, that means we can actually use it at any time. It doesn't have to be just a pool. I mean, a pool is something that we're still thinking about for the future of this backyard, but a hot tub for sure was first because we're in New Jersey and now we can use this thing all the time and not just for a couple of months out of the year, which is obviously fantastic. So love the way that this looks. I love the cover that it came with, everything about it so far. Really love the hot tub. We've been in almost every other night at this point, and you know, really happy that we finally got the hot tub that we've always wanted. And then of course we also have the lights that we talked about here. I will show you these later at night, but they're basically attached all over the place, and they are smart lights, so you can go ahead and power them on through your phone. Trying to make everything as smart as possible back here so I can change these to any color I want. Really happy with these lights and how bright they get during the night, but you guys will see that later. Then over here we have this pathway to the front that we talked about before, and you can see that there's lights individually on each area. These lights are just white, and they just light up the pathway to the front door there, which is really nice. And like I said, we painted the fence. It makes it look brand new. Everybody who came to our house before thought we got a new fence, but this color that we picked this time and how nicely it's painted really makes it pop, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. And then of course we have the rocks all the way here in the back that we did, so you can see, like I said, we still have to plant these plants in the ground. My wife's favorite flower is a hydrangea, so we got those on every other one, but it looks great. And we got the rocks here. We had extra rocks, so instead of doing mulch, we did rocks, and it actually ended up looking really good because it makes everything kind of match the rocks that we were already doing for the walkway and the fire pit, so it worked out. And then of course we have this, and this lights up at night as well, which you guys will see later on at night. But we have to have a beer pong table out here for people to play, so we have this chilling right here next to the kitchen area where people can come over here and play some beer pong on this table. What's really cool about this table, and I'll do a separate video on this on a different video, but basically these cups are dishwasher safe that they actually sell. They're hexagon cups, and it's really nice because you can kind of just slide them into the cup holders, and they're a lot harder for it to actually fall once you put them in there, so you don't have to worry about cups tipping over and stuff. And of course it has LED lights around it, which I will show off later. Moving right along, again, another pathway with the lights that are solar. We have going on over there. Oh, and also, which you will see later, the fence also has those little black things above the plants, is a solar that kind of hits, that are colored. They're set to blue currently, and you could change the color, and that will light up the plants as well. But yeah, we got a little walkway over here, like I said, to the fire pit area. And this fire pit area is awesome. We already had the center one. That's what we've been using this for years, but you guys saw what was here before. It was just that black thing in the middle, not really inviting, and didn't have a lot of seats or anything like that. So we have that set up now to actually have rocks here and actually have a seating area. Everybody gravitated towards it. When we were at the party, a lot of people gravitated towards this area, which is pretty funny. Love the way that this looks. We'll have to see how these white cushions hold up. We've had to clean them all the time. Obviously we have covers for everything outdoors when no one's here and it's raining and stuff, so everything gets covered. But the ants are definitely attracted to this to kind of poop all over these seats, so we have to constantly clean them, as you guys are seeing right there. But we'll see how that holds up over time over here. But really happy with the couch, with these seats there. Really happy with this. This thing is super comfortable. It's the egg chair from Lowe's. It's really expensive, but it's freaking amazing with that. And then of course another chair over here, and then of course the pergola that we talked about before. I love the look of this pergola. We might eventually still paint this. We have to wait 45 days to decide if we're actually going to paint this thing, so we might still paint it. But we haven't decided how light we're going to paint it or what we're going to do, but we have to wait 45 days regardless. So this may be painted at some point, but regardless, the black screws that look in there really make everything pop out. This is a little thing that came with them if you took a picture of the finished design, which I did, and they sent me this for free, basically a opener for like beer and stuff, and then they go right in here, which is awesome. So we have that sitting on the side. And what's cool is that we actually got a plug over here now, so we can plug in more lights. So we got the lights dangling up there, the same lights that are on the other side, they're dangling over here as well. And they're also dangling all along the fence that way, along with the rocks that we have going on. So all those lights are being plugged into that. And then of course the bug zapper that we have over here in the corner is also plugged into that. And that is also smart controlled. So I can turn the bug zapper on separately. I can turn the lights on separately. I can control it no matter where I am, and I don't have to be anywhere. And then of course here in the center here, this is where we store all the wood. So this is wood. I forget the name now of the company. I think it's actually written on one of these, but I actually tried to get wood. Yeah, cutting edge firewood. So I actually tried to get firewood from a company this time instead of getting one here. I tried to be fancy a little bit and got that from them. And so far the firewood's been fantastic. Even people who were here at the firewood were like, this doesn't smell like usual, like, you know, a fire pit usually does. It's not annoying. It's not smoky or anything like that. And that obviously all depends on how you what firewood you get and what firewood, where it comes from, that you keep it dry so it actually burns well and all that kind of stuff. So we got that stored there. We're using their wood for now. It is a little bit expensive to get it shipped out, but we'll see how it goes if we keep doing that. But so far, really happy with their experience with cutting edge firewood. So that looks really good. And then right here we have a hammock. This hammock is really interesting because it looks really skinny when you first look at it, and you would think it's a one person, but it's actually a two person. It holds up to 450 pounds. You just got to be careful because it is obviously made out of material. So zippers and stuff can get onto that. So the company says, like, you know, be careful when you wear zippers and stuff because you can get them attached to the material. But this is great to lay out here. People love laying on this thing. It's really comfortable. It really coves into your body. Like I said, it's for 1 to 2 people, and it's really, really nice to sit on that. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a gaming backyard if I didn't have a lot set up back here for games. And I actually don't even have everything out because I can't set everything up for just this video right now. Because, for example, the next party we're going to have in the summer, we have actually a slip and slide, which I have done a video on this channel with a slip and slide. So you guys can see that for yourself. But we're going to have a slip and slide usually that goes across right here. And then people can slip and slide across that, like a real 20-foot slip and slide that I did a video on. So there's usually that. Then we have this new Cam Jam disc golf game. There's one over there and one in the corner where you play disc golf, which is really fun. Of course, we have the common cornhole, and we have Cam Jam over here, one of my favorite games to play outside. All of these things light up as well. So this I modded to light up, and it actually lights up when you actually make one in the middle, which we'll show off later at night. And these Cam Jam things also light up, and the Frisbee also lights up, and it makes for playing this game a lot of fun in the dark. So we usually have a lot of games out here. These are just some of them that I wanted to show you guys. We have Zach's over here, so axe throwing. For all you guys who like axe throwing, there's this game on the wall here with the axes there ready to go. And then another game that we have on here is Battle Toss. Battle Toss is a game kind of like Connect 4, where you're basically tossing balls from behind here at each color, and you're trying to toss it into there. It's a little crooked because it looks like it fell a little bit, but you basically try to make 4 in a row before your opponent does by tossing them and seeing which area it goes into. So we always have a lot of games on here. I have other games that aren't even out here, like Spike Ball and ramp shot and stuff like that, but these are the ones I put out today. I usually rotate them through. We have tables that we sometimes bring specific board games out here that kind of match the idea of playing them outside. Obviously, I'm not going to bring like full-on board games out here, but games like Karam and other games that we, you know, make sense to bring out here that are wooden games that are easy to play, that take like 10 seconds to play, are really good. So we have a bunch of tables that we sometimes set up and have like 2-player games like that around here. So this is definitely a gaming central, because I love entertaining and I love people playing games. I don't want people to be bored when they're in my house or in my backyard. So obviously the basement kind of told you guys that already, but the backyard is always filled with games and stuff like that to play. And these are some of the ones that we have out. And then we have a fire pit now for people to hang out and play some beer pong there. You got the hot tub, people hanging out. You got the dining room table for people to hang out and watch TV and stuff. So a lot of different areas. That's what I want. When I create different areas for people to do different things, that's always what I've been about when I have parties, is having people do different things in different areas and have different zones. So that's kind of how this is set up like. So really, really happy with how this turned out. But now let's go ahead and flick over to the nighttime so you can see how all of this stuff lights up and how this place looks like at night. All right, guys, and here we are back at nighttime. And again, I'm going to give you an overview really quickly before I show you things a little bit more in detail. But really quickly, going to do a panoramic view. We got the TV running. We just ate dinner here. We got everything turned on, all the lights you can see here. Top corner. There's my wife chilling in the hot tub. She thinks she's cool. We'll go over to her later. You can see the hot tub is changing colors every once in a while. You can have it set to a color where it rotates. There's the path of lights that I was talking about. There's the backlights as I was talking about before. Then we got the ping pong table over here, as you can tell, with the lights that I was talking about before. So that turns on, it runs off batteries, which is nice. There's another shot of the blue lights going there in the corner over the plants, which I really like. They're solar, so you can change that color to whatever you want. I chose blue, but those are solar. These are just white on the floor, just like the other pathway going over there. And there's the fire pit area all nicely lit up. These are electric, so I can actually change these to whatever color I want. Usually I have them set to this because these are the brightest, but you can change it to blue, red, whatever. They even have like Christmas themes and Halloween themes, so everything just kind of changes, and some lights will be red, some will be green and stuff like that for Christmas time, and then you got orange for Halloween. So some really cool stuff with the app that you can do with these string lights that I have. But you can see it lights up the area really well at night, so everyone's kind of hanging out there. Really brings it to life in the dark here. And then on the sides we have more string lights. These are set to blue, so it kind of matches the fact that the other side of the fence is also blue, shining on the plants. There's no plants over here, so this is just shining blue all the way across to add a little bit of light over here. And then we got my games that light up in the dark as well. So here is the Cam Jam I talked about before. This lights up with a puck that kind of just sits there in the middle. I'll be doing a review on these one day. But basically that lights up, even the frisbee lights up, and it makes playing this game so much fun because these cans are always changing colors and stuff. Just makes playing the game in the dark a lot of fun, in my opinion. And then we have these lights here. This is what I added to cornhole, and it's really cool because it actually has a motion sensor, so when you actually score, it actually knows that you scored. So if I put my hand in there, you can see the whole thing starts vibrating. So every time someone scores, it actually shows that somebody scored into the hole, which is pretty cool. So yeah, adds a lot of ambiance to the area here with the lights everywhere looking like that. And really happy with the way everything turned out. So that kind of goes over all the lights in this corner, like I said, this one, and just to touch basis over here real quick again. We got these lights above, these can also change colors because they're the same thing as the other ones. We also have, of course, the TV running right now. Over here in the corner, we got some string lights over here, and this is the grill I was talking about. It shines the name of the brand, which we didn't even know it did till we got it. And then these are really cool because it lights up in blue, but then when the grill's actually on in each section, it will actually light up in red, which is really cool, so you'll easily know when the burners are turned on and stuff, which is cool. And then here the hot tub lights up as well, and there she is, just sitting there. She thinks she's cool. The jets are turned off right now. They were on a few minutes ago, but you can see all the lights and stuff like that. You can change, you can set them to a specific color, but right now they're just rotating through different colors. So yeah, I think like I've said this to a couple of people already, but I think I like the backyard even more at night than I do during the day. You guys can comment and let me know what you think. But I like having lights everywhere and stuff. Kind of hits the whole vibe while you're out here chilling at night. So I really like this place at night, and that we can still use everything out here in you know, when it's dark out, which is really cool, and it just looks really good in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about this transformation, on where it started and where it ended up, what you guys think. Maybe there's something that you think is missing that I could add back here, gaming related, or whether it be games or something with the lights, or whatever you think you know, maybe missing that I'm going to do. I know that there's a future project happening next year, which I'm not going to spoil here. You'll have to wait till next year, where this is going to take shape, and it will be part 2 of our backyard. So we concentrated on the other half, and this is the second half over here with this gigantic green grass, which we'll talk about in a different time, hopefully next year. But things on this side, on this half of the backyard, turned out really well. So let me know your thoughts down below, guys, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys got some ideas on this video and some useful tips on what to do maybe in your backyards. If you guys have any questions, as usual, leave those questions down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.